Hey guys, what's going on? Zack's back, and me. I'm joining him for The Walking Dead. Thirsty reactions. What happened last time, sir?
Last time we had Daryl at the Reaper compound.
Okay.
And Mr. Pope giving him the Pope treatment.
And he was a badass.
And he definitely came off well. Turned out he was the guy from the Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
The freak. The guy with the dogs.
Yeah, that's an interesting tidbit. I left that as a comment on to a user.
Yeah.
And the guy just really transforms from that role to this role. I know
Well,
he's
age
old.
makes a difference. Because you look at Stephen Dorff in Blade.
Yeah.
And then you look at him in True Detective.
Yeah.
He's a very different character.
Well, they age the hell out of him that, though, too.
Well, early in True Detective, he's not.
Yeah, you're right.
Most of that season, he's not old.
Yeah, it takes place, like, the first timeline's 88 or something like that.
So he's not that... No, he's older.
Yeah.
Comparably. But at any rate, he was a very compelling character. I don't feel he's as compelling as Jeffrey Dean Morgan. But
no,
he is a very compelling... Especially being a late entry. He's very compelling.
Those two are it's probably my favorite storyline, those two, but this guy's... I can't take my eyes off him.
Well, he just has... He's a very interesting guy. Interesting, compelling actor.
That's the thing. It's just like, I've heard that story before, but he is so good. It makes me... I gotta watch him say stuff.
He just looks like a guy that I'd see around here. And he sounds like a guy I'd see around here.
Yeah,
it's like a guy I'd run into a McDonald's starts talking to you.
He looks like
that.
a guy who worked in the street department.
You sort of sit down at McDonald's having your coffee in the morning, and there's an old guy reading, like sitting across from you,
Or a puzzle,
and he starts spouting that shit out
about Vietnam or something.
Like, what the fuck? But I do think he's interesting. He's a late entry, and they don't have a lot to expand on with him. So I do wonder. It kind of makes me sad a little bit. It kind of just takes away from him. In that sense,
well,
because
I'll tell you what, the governor, they made him cool, and Negan, he was cool.
Yeah, but that's early in the series, though. Earlier.
Yeah, but like in one season, that's all he needed, I thought. And he was cool. And more...
Okay, but you just know, though, that how much higher are the stakes going to get and what can be accomplished with this character being the end.
Yeah.
That's my beef.
No, yeah.
But it's not a beef so much as kind of for how I'm looking at it. It's my perspective. So I definitely am hoping for some more interesting diatribes from him.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, Walking Dead will continue with, and like I said, it's kind of a spoiler, but Carol and Daryl, they're getting their own spinoff, so assuming
they live, or at least it could be something that happens.
It could be, but I think it's going to be a sequel, if I understand. But
well, why do we need to know that then? Why would they announce it?
I don't know. Just figured I said.
It's like those fuckers that did it to J.R.R. Tolkien. He wanted to name his last book The War of the Ring.
Yeah.
And I said, no, it needs to be named The Return of the King. He's like, that gives away the ending! And they had him do it anyway.
George is like, I got a great title, Return of the Jedi. Well, actually, it was Revenge of the Jedi at first, or something.
Yeah, well, that wasn't in keeping with the Jedi way. So
I wonder if he had some kind of like a conversion or something like right before. Like, no, wait, Return.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's start.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Bet she's disappointed.
Probably.
Look at him, thank God.
Fucking zombies, man. Imagine how much...
I don't know how they got the red. I think it's because it's actually shot in the daytime, but it looks good. Whistling assholes. This Negan?
What a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, and then the Whisperers.
Et tu, Brute.
Yeah.
Cut me down in my prime.
He got me.
Pull one of that bastard's eyes out. Pretty sick, Chubbs. Jesus.
How'd they sneak
That
up?
was quick.
How'd they sneak up on that kid?
I know. Nice.
That was cool. It's just weird. You could take a show that I've seen for 11 years and like a breach happens. You're like, oh shit, this would be crazy.
It draws you in.
Yeah.
Sucks you in. But it still bothers me I imagine that it would happen, like, there's all these unsuspecting people that have been living in peace behind these walls for so long.
Yeah.
But
only a certain amount of the people go out and do raids.
Yeah, but just if you saw one, like, would it really sneak up on you like that when it's all constantly going,
Well, that's my biggest thing with the show is when that happens. Like when it comes out of nowhere, someone gets bit.
Yeah, they're not quiet at all.
Yeah.
I have not seen one yet that has been quiet. This is obviously a Commonwealth production.
Or,
Welcome to the Commonwealth. We are over 50,000 strong. Caregiving. Security.
How many old people are you gonna have in this thing now?
So they needed him for. They let him in the Commonwealth so they can do this shit.
Commonwealth.
What about Hilltop? Maybe some of the blacksmithing tools survive the fire.
A few of us can make a run.
Shit.
Shit!
See, how did I not see that when he was walking towards the camera?
They do that shit. And
Yeah.
It makes no sense. You just get compelling characters and zombies. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Makes a good zombie story. Inexplicable.
Yeah. With like Spider-Man, you know how many times he shoots the shit up in the air?
Ah, then what's there?
Yeah. Can't think about that too much, I guess.
Imagine if we were teaching these kids this shit. Stick fighting.
Oh, you
Fucking morons.
Dude.
Shut up! Talk too much. No wonder your mom abandoned you.
Say it again.
Stay away from me, you psycho.
Hate seeing zombie kids.
Hey, he's seen retarded kids.
Yeah.
For me, and I was an adult, I'd take one of those kids and string him by a rope and hang him over there. So you want to go out there? You want to play a game of truth or dare here?
Yeah.
Look, how about we take this food back? I know it's not a lot, but at least it's something.
It's nothing.
We give it till sundown. And if the others don't show by then, they're not gonna.
I'm actually looking for someone.
That gotta be a big deal in the apocalypse.
Damn it! Scrape it out!
They're being herded.
It's been like,
Who eats ice cream like that?
I don't know, it's a little sensitive on my teeth at least.
I mean,
It licks and bites.
yeah, it's like...
Can't decide to bite away.
Just saying.
These kids are a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
Let's get him in the cellar until we decide what to do with him.
Gotta be better than hurting zombies, man.
Yeah.
Going back to civilization. Welcome. Alpha was wrong. You can do it.
Yeah.
How the hell do they not know about fucking the Commonwealth? 50,000 people?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
They're hurting like thousands of 50,000 zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, civilization can't exist.
It's right over there.
Yeah, it's like 10 miles away. Granted, they've been in different states, but I think they've been in the same place for like 3 seasons now.
He's not alone. How many more of you are out there?
Man, I swear.
They were in Alexandria. They burnt down our home.
Killed them. Killed them all. These people just they're new to town. And they all show up acting suspiciously at a government facility.
50,000 people, they might not know them though. I think it's weird that they're still wearing their armor and shit.
Really.
This is awkward to watch.
Cut off your hand before the infection spreads. You turn.
How much time do you think you fucking have?
I don't know, but they cut off Herschel's leg.
Yeah.
So.
Are the Whisperers still a threat?
Carol, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Stopping you from doing something else you're correct.
I'm doing what I have to keep everyone I love safe. I can cut your hand off. You can do it yourself. Choice is yours.
Eugene! Eugene, are you okay? Well, the war's over. Alpha and Beta are dead.
Arrest. Unauthorized use of government property.
I'll take it from here, John.
Hornsby. You know what he looks like, don't you?
Saul.
No, I was thinking Joey's uncle who runs the fucking church.
Hey,
Let them go.
you think so?
Yeah. Rodney?
I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't. Guys, that was our reaction. Woo! This is our discussion.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Well, they just all the different storylines. It gave me a good amount of
A little bit of everything.
stimulation. Yeah, like this show doesn't intellectually stimulate me like some other ways, but it entertains me. We got a cool
Yeah, I
world.
don't think it's as... I mean, I've had to cram a lot to make up the difference in order to watch this season, so
Yeah.
I'm losing a lot because I didn't have time to set in. But
Yeah.
I don't put this up there in the way a lot of people do. A lot of people are like, I fucking love this show. And when a lot of people do that, maybe I'm not there anymore for anything. But this, like we mentioned, the zombies, being able to still sneak up on people.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't seen one zombie yet that hasn't been going, all the fucking time.
Except for the ones that sneak up on people.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Just that one that happened to get in is not the one that fucking hacks
Well,
up
it's
a
like,
loogie.
I get you, like, every episode is like a minor character who gets snuck up on.
Yeah.
And for all we...
You write it off like they just weren't as good or they weren't as cool. But,
Yeah.
I mean...
In this world, it's dangerous, and you got to be using all your five senses to really survive.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be as dangerous as, 28 days later.
The
shit
rage
on-
zombies?
Yeah, the rage zombies, and they're chasing after you, and just a drop of blood gets on you into your system, and you're fucked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they'd probably overrun humanity before they'd have a chance to build civilization.
Yeah, I mean,
Before they had time. Let's put on our fucking masks and pretend like for them. That would never happen because they'd be dead before then.
I know, and
No, I admit. Yeah, that's true.
Imagine how those whispers would be in shape if they were fucking pretending to be rage zombies.
Oh, hell
They
yeah.
run all the time.
You'd be no fat ones. That's for
You'd be a
damn.
fun runner. You'd be a fun runner before that in order to...
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong, leader of the fucking...
Yeah.
Who's the runner? Who's the runner?
Usain Bolt
Usain Bolt would be the leader of the Whisperers.
Hell yeah, he would be. He'd never get caught. Lord. We have a few things here. So, with Maggie and Negan, I think it's appropriately tense. I think they obviously got unresolved conflict, and that needs to eventually come out.
Someone murdered your spouse, I guess you're going to...
And,
Well, then yes,
and your friends.
Yeah, you're going to hold that against them for a while.
Yeah, I think I imagine you're right. And Maggie's really cool. She's done a lot of cool things. She's a tough woman.
Yeah, she is.
Negan's a tough guy, and he's a leader. I mean, he's able to pull a dictator and rally all these people to his cause. And I mean, it's weird.
Very charismatic.
You're stripping away all that, and you're just putting them together, trying to survive, and it's really cool. Yeah.
Well, you think the character dynamics and we talked about this earlier on. Mm-hmm. I started a conversation, probably should have waited until afterward to start, but what makes a good zombie show, all you need are, compelling characters and the zombies.
Yeah.
Everything else, you can just throw in all kinds of wild shit and make a zombie film.
Yeah.
But you need compelling characters and you need good zombie effects, I guess.
Yeah.
So... we have the compelling characters in this show between, you talk about Mags, we have Negan, you have Daryl. I mean, there's a a good and a bad, compelling guy, and then there's a strong woman. Of course, you had a villainess, and Alpha. And so...
And she was one of the good ones as well, like the idea of using the zombies, like being a force of nature. Mm-hmm. And, I like Pope. I mean... he's kind of on the outside of that because they don't have...
He's a little more ambiguous. He's kind of...
Yeah, the governor had like a ton of people, had an army, and Negan, he obviously had an army as well.
Yeah.
And this guy...
He just has his one team of people.
Yeah, but they're kind of like fucking Navy SEALs.
Yeah, they're badasses.
Yeah.
So they're all doing shit that Daryl's doing all the time.
Just don't turn your back. Yeah.
So...
Well, yeah, it just... when Walking Dead, I mean, and like I said, I love Negan and a lot of that stuff. I didn't like that Savior storyline. But when they have, like, the smaller stories, to me, I'm always compelled. Like, I could just watch Daryl clear a room and, like, try to, and, like, be in these tense situations where you're trying to survive. Like, the situation in the beginning when there was a breach, like, I am entertained just watching that shit, personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it kind of reminds me of being a kid, like, imagining those scenarios.
Yeah.
So, it's just...
So, Walking Dead did a lot of that. I don't think that, for me,
Those fucking kids, though. Those fucking kids. Man.
Yeah, this show has had, and there are people like that, and it's unfortunate. They have little jerks,
Yeah.
Fucking Negan killed one. It was a couple of seasons ago. He just killed this kid.
Yeah.
He's being an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
But it was an accident, though.
Well,
Yeah.
still, I mean, a world of lawlessness, and you got these kids that are fucking tempting fate. The
What the
fate
hell
of their
is-
entire town by doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a dumbass kid will end up being a scared ass kid. He gets bit. He's probably not going to tell anybody if he can help it
yeah.
until it's too late. Then he could bite somebody, and then it all just goes to hell. So
Yeah, it was fucking... Oh, it's unfortunate.
what they did to her fucking the handprint thing,
Yeah, that was...
bullshit.
That was horseshit, man. I remember when Carl... I'm pretty sure I remember when Carl did that. Before he was...
Yeah,
Before he
if
offered
somebody doesn't
himself.
want my daughters, I would probably lose my shit. So
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, so I did like the scene when Aaron and Carol and Jerry, when they were torturing this Whisperer, and they have good reason to, but you know, not all of them are. There was a big army. They're not all assholes. They're probably just trying to be a part of the group so they can survive.
yeah, I
They're
guess.
probably weak. You know, they're weak people for doing that.
Yeah, I agree, but just you imagine it's the difference between being part of Negan's group to survive,
Yeah.
who are human,
Yeah,
and are still killing zombies, even though
yeah,
you're still fucking other people over.
yeah.
Compared to creating and then fucking pushing a zombie apocalypse on the world.
Yeah, it's,
And-
yeah.
You-
So-
what do you hope to get beyond all that?
I was really surprised how well the story carried over into live action. I haven't read the comics, but when you hear the comics, it sounds like a great idea. But in this, I was wondering, and it worked real well. But sometimes when you see like shitty little guys like Keith, you know what I mean? Just
Well, what would you have done in that scenario? I mean, these
if
people,
I were Aaron,
yeah,
I don't know. I think I would have tried to. I mean, it just like the conversation we had the other day with a different reaction.
yeah,
You know, this guy happened to be telling the truth.
yeah.
Aaron is understandably upset, just like Maggie is understandably upset. So I would like to think cooler heads would prevail for me, and I'd get useful information that I would needed without having to hurt anyone, cause any kind of thing where someone can try to kill me later.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to, I feel like I would get violent, but I don't think I would have to.
Well, I mean, it worked out that he let him live.
Yeah, it worked out. They let him live, and you know,
I'd have probably killed one of them.
and just kill.
Just kill one of them as a
Four.
point, to make a point.
That's what
before I-
Negan did, though.
Before I started interrogating the rest of them, I'd kill one. So
I mean,
if these fuckers were perpetuating a zombie apocalypse and getting everybody killed, and they're right next door to where you live,
yeah.
up there, the burnout remains of what used to be part of your community.
Yeah, I get that. It would definitely probably put them on notice that you shouldn't fuck with you and tell the truth. But I feel like,
He may not have given up the information later, though.
yeah, I mean, you could cause an incident where like they were going to leave you alone. They were just followers who didn't.
Fine, I'll get the information. I'll be, thanks. Then I'd kill one of them. I mean, don't come back.
I would do the same thing. They might want revenge, you know.
Let me kill them all.
If you're going to kill one, you should kill them all.
Well,
I
there
wouldn't
you go.
kill any. You know what I mean?
Start with one, and then be like, okay, well, I changed my mind. Altering the deal.
Even the Commonwealth storyline, I was pretty interested. I mean, I feel like kind of like the governor, there might be something a little more insidious going on.
Yeah.
But
Not as insidious, though, I wouldn't think.
no, because he was a crazy guy.
Yeah.
I really like the governor storyline.
You want to go down in the history books.
Yeah, he did. There's 50,000 people there. I'm sure they can't all be in on it.
Well, it makes me wonder
He's a
if,
cake baker.
like, what if the Commonwealth is kind of like them, but they're trying to, navigate these threats in the world as they exist in this day, and they're trying to sort out if where they came from are a threat, where at the same time,
Yeah.
our characters are trying to find out if the Commonwealth's a threat,
Yeah.
but you don't know because we haven't met Milton.
Yeah.
Pamela Milton.
Pamela, good old Pam Milton.
We haven't met her. We only met fucking
Lance Hansby.
Hansby.
Lance Hansby, yeah.
So
I guess I sensed something from Miko's brother saying, like, hey, I just want to bake cakes. Want some cake? I mean, I'm joking, but, like, I sense, I don't know.
well, I mean, you're a surgeon. You can help people, but maybe he doesn't want that pressure or expectation.
Yeah.
Because if they find out you're a surgeon in this world, you're gonna be like nonstop in demand.
Yeah, but I also
So-
would think with this type of,
With that community, maybe not.
with this type of system that they have set up, that those people would be rewarded.
yeah,
Because
maybe.
in the Saviors, like, the people on top, they got the goods, they got the women, they got more food.
yeah.
Which, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's something there.
I think there's something there overall.
Yeah.
I mean, what about what's her name, Stephanie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about her? Do you think she's a plant?
I don't know, because we haven't seen any of the actual consequences.
Yeah.
I mean, when you said that, I didn't even think... I mean, I thought that at first, and then when we saw her, I wasn't sure, and now I'm thinking that again.
Well, it just keeps showing him blabbing.
Yeah.
Everything. You just fucking start spilling
so,
it out.
He's such a... The person who writes his dialogue is great. He delivers it so well. He's a scaredy, sissy man. He's real smart. He talks well, but he's...
Yeah. He's endowed with the gift of gab.
Yeah.
You know, his greatest weapon is his vernacular.
Yeah.
So...
And, you know, I'm really interested to see more on Daryl. They're surprisingly keep me engaged in all the different stories. They got, I don't know, 20 episodes or whatever to wrap up everything. Hopefully they'll be able to. But, yeah, I mean, I like it.
Thank you for tuning in. If you like what we do here, you can like and you can subscribe. And you will find us on Twitter. You will find us on Instagram. You can comment down below.
It helps.
And it does help. And it helps for you to stay entertained longer than 10 seconds. So if you we're not that sorry, and you don't have to come back.